Chinese emperors of the Qing dynasty showed particular affection for the art of porcelain. This was particularly marked by three emperors, Kangxi, Yongzheng, and Qianlong. The famille rose porcelain, or Fencai, emerged during the late years Emperor Kangxi's reign. It emerged from the techniques associated with enameling, establishing a distinctly smooth coloring as its defining characteristic. That differentiated it from the bright colors of enameled porcelain. This is obtained by adding white glass pigment to the mix of colors. White glass emulsifies the mix, which gives the design of its glazing an opaque coloring, giving the impression of a power-doped coloring, hence the term Fencai powder coloring to refer to it. Very few pieces from the late years of Emperor Kangxi's reign still remain. These Fencai porcelain pieces are conserved in the Beijing Imperial Palace Museum. This pair of plates with designs of flowers and butterflies is symbolic of the masterpieces produced during Kangxi's reign. The interior of the plate is decorated with sober elegance, while the butterfly and flowers make up perfect composition that borders on realism. This vessel has a small mouth and a broad paunch, and was used by the literati of antiquity to pour water into their inkstones when writing. It is known as a water chung. Water chung are usually round and flat without a mouth. Their design simple and refined. This water chung with painted flowers and butterflies consists of a white outer glaze, and on the surface, the branches of a blossom have been painted with utmost elegance and economy. This drunken man with the thick mustache is Zhang Kui. From the very early times, Zhang Kuis have been given terrifying faces so that they may seize any evil spirit that comes their way. With time, their shape evolved until becoming symbols of power, which are still thought to protect their owners' homes from evil spirits. We see him sitting erect, wearing a vermilion gown and black boots with white soles, while his left elbow is supported against an alcohol jar and his right hand holds a cup. His eyes are closed, probably drowsy from the drink, his entire demeanor emanating a surprising realism. The Zhang Kui, having belonged to the Qing court for such a long time, became respected as the guardian of imperial warehouses. By the time of Emperor Yongzheng's reign, the art of Fencai took another new turn. The emperor loved landscape painting, especially the way distances and space were conveyed by the painter. Fencai was particularly well suited for this purpose, since its different shades conveyed an almost three-dimensional universe while maintaining gentleness in its palette, which quickly won the admiration of the emperor for the results it achieved. This painting of 8 peaches on a bottle base has been made to take the shape of a celestial body. Its painting shows a peach tree with 8 pink peaches falling from its branches and displays a vividness in the ripeness of the fruit that is truly astonishingly real. This brush holder has a white glazing with 2 different paintings, one called Looking for Plums and the other called Meeting in the Mountains. They use the white backdrop as a contrast to the light colors, few in number, that give the piece its elegance. The Fencai porcelain during Emperor Yongzheng's reign repeatedly used the motif of butterflies and flowers. This piece has been glazed in cyan, while light violet strokes produce the dance of the butterfly and the flower with exquisite realism. Its body is particularly special, with a narrow mouth, a long neck, and an upright body. In the center of this plate, we find a multitude of people. This is actually a scene from the old novel Romance of the West Chamber, where Zheng Xiang, one of the characters, is in a hurry to present his imperial examinations, while Ying Ying cannot bear to say farewell, and a third person hinders her passage, transmitting his emotions next to her through his expressive gaze. What other changes would Fencai porcelain undergo during Qianlong's reign? Please join us for our next episode when we will continue to explore this art form.